Troop drop-off is complete. Transport is en route to standby position. Multiple Volga signals detected on the ground. Stay sharp.
Once our enemies secure their front lines, they will be nigh impossible to break. Our crusade 100 years ago is evidence enough.
Watch the floor! Loading.
So, what's my role? Cook? Or arsonist?
We must disperse our foes before they attack us.
High-density RK energy signal detected. Approaching at high speed. The Oblivion Commander. We think it's Daya.
Curses.
Serena, what happened?
The enemy did me with a giant weapon. I am fine.
Watch the floor!
Abort operation. All units retreat to the transport. Don't give up. I still have mind spiral catalyst. Gley! Sorry, I was taking cover. Gaia always was tough.
Looks like we're done.
Child.
Live. This is a blessing. This is our final chance. My arcade has been weakened by these attacks.
That can't be helped. Descendant, take charge of the battle in place of Serena and Gley. When Gaia has been subdued, you two have to administer the treatment. Until that time, you have to keep going. Roger that.
Let it be so.
Shields are down.
I will serve with honor. Gley, when Gaia falls, that shall be your opportunity. Hold on just a little longer.
I've injected the spiral catalyst.
Hold her with all of your strength. I shall begin.
Be careful. Her heart rate is dropping. The cells are dying off too quickly. Stay with me. We're so close. It's okay. Mom is here.
Are we really going to initiate this? Initiate. This war was initiated long ago.
Got a question about the operation? You've all done an incredible job. I've received reports on the operation from every front. The Vulgus forces are in disarray. With one final push, reclaiming Sigma Sector will be well within our reach. The most heartening news is that we have successfully rescued Gley's daughter, Dia Elias. Dia is currently receiving intensive treatment in a medical corps medical pod. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but the Vulgus contamination and brainwashing effects are nearly gone.
Infiltration by the Vulgus.
As your commander, I'm truly delighted to see such results in the midst of this callous war. It gives me hope that we can save the other Oblivions as well. However, we can't relax just yet. As you all likely know, we have secured only a very small part of Sigma Sector. We have identified a huge receptor which is visible on the sector's horizon. Frankly, I don't like the look of it. If a Vulgus descendant emerged from a human-sized receptor, then what could possibly come out of a receptor that size? I'm sure you can imagine. In order to investigate this, we have no choice but to venture further into Sigma Sector.
Isn't that great?
It's likely that Karel is there too. The void depth increases as you move deeper into the sector. So much so that even descendants from the Hound unit can't endure it. However, if we continue to investigate Sigma Sector, we'll be able to further advance our void shielding technology. And not only this, we may achieve something even greater. Bringing peace to Ingress was beyond even the ancestors. But we may be able to do it in this generation.
All quiet.
Let's all keep pushing. Just a little harder. Once the operation for further investigation has been confirmed, I'll announce it through Hound. That is all.
Who wants to go see Dia?
Are you a friend of Dia's? She's still in a critical condition, you know?
But Dia is my friend.
Oh, right. I'm surprised you're a friend of hers. But no means no. Family only. No other visitors.
We're all part of one big family called humankind, Fusion.
Come on, what's wrong with everyone? I said no visitors.
It's okay, Jin. Let them in. Dia would want to see them.
What's going on? Serena, thank you for taking care of Dia. I'm truly grateful.
The nursing of a slumbering friend is familiar to me. My memories return to me in flashes. I once nursed Rayleigh in this way, as he lay, wounded.
Rayleigh? I can't believe that the hero who was the first person to intercept a Colossus was your friend.
Yes. He holds many firsts. The first to intercept a Colossus. The first to claim my heart.
Serena.
My desire to see Rayleigh again is strong. But at this moment, I most long to see Dia awaken. And if it persists in her memory, I desire to know what happened to us. There were early descendants in Sigma Sector, sealed away like myself. This is proof that Karel's plan proceeded unimpeded for 100 years. It appears Oblivions were central to the plans of Karel. If that is so, Dia and I may have retained some of what he ordered.
I'm certain we can do this. After all, we've regained the time we've lost. Both you and I.
My desire to see her awake is not solely so I may question her. When Dia awakes, shall I be introduced as a friend? I have no others with whom to feel close.
Of course you will. Serena, I know Dia will like you. Just as much as I do.
Thank you, Gley. I await your return to us, Dia.
Come on in. You heard from Alpha, right? About the operation to investigate more of Sigma Sector. I've just received our orders. It looks like we've got to get recon forces deeper into Sigma Sector. The mission details have been delegated to Hound. Alpha's really let us off the leash this time. We've got full support.
Let's cut to the chase. As you've worked with us before, I specifically requested you as combat personnel for maximum operational efficiency.
Translation, he liked you so much, he wanted to do another operation with you. What's with you two anyway? I'm jealous.
Nez.
I was just trying to get everyone to relax. We don't need to be quite so tense, do we?
Alpha has given authority to the Hounds. That's more than enough explanation and reason for any tension.
Did you understand that? To translate, he means this is going to be a totally different kind of operation. Who are we? We're specialists who search the void. Hound is always assigned to the difficult places. Our end goal is to find the best route to that huge receptor on the horizon. No amount of anti-void shield will be enough for us to send a transport there. We need to find a route through an environment with a lower void depth reading. We'll need to be able to operate deeper within the sector, even in areas with raging void storms.
Sometimes the storms collide with each other and open the way. It's the same in the void abyss.
While we're at it, we can also rescue more of the people trapped in the receptors. Operation Sigma Sector is just getting started. So, let's get ready to move out. I'll meet you at the transporter. It's time for the Hounds. Wah, wah!
I don't know which one's the actual arcade fellow anymore.
Extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
This is HQ. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Requesting strike on the staging area. I see a gap in the enemy's air defenses. We can provide air support. Ground troops, waiting for signal. Mission complete. Transport in. See you soon.
I am analyzing the sample of the Colossus I collected. This is... I detect RK energy, as expected. But it seems this Colossus holds a more complex secret. My ancestor database does not include any reference to Colossi that react to RK energy. This means that this Colossus was either never discovered and therefore not recorded, or it is a completely evolved, new type of Colossi. I need you to forward this data to HQ, Descendant. This Colossus requires further analysis.
Idiots! How dare you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill every one of you! Don't touch that! There's nothing data! The data! Priceless! It hurts! It hurts! You idiots! It's all because of you! All because of you! Starving. I'm starving to death. It's all your fault. No. No. I didn't do anything wrong. It's not me. Stop. Stop. Don't bring it any further. You. Curse. You.
Descendant, I have reviewed your conversation through the command console. To be honest, this is a nightmare. I think the data analyzed by the guide and her opinion on it are valid, and Alpha agrees. However, we are not at the stage where we can be certain of anything based on data analysis alone. We have neither the technology nor knowledge to test this hypothesis at this time, so we will keep the information classified. We shouldn't cause people to panic through unconfirmed information. Descendant, I know this is a big ask, but we need more information about these Colossi. Seneca is also investigating this matter. He may have found something within the collected data. Please check in with him.
Welcome, Descendant. Your performance in the intercept battle was very impressive. Thanks to you, we were able to gather quite a lot of data. The recorded voices in particular have challenged everything we've ever known about the Colossi. I've done a detailed analysis of the voice data, and the results are more surprising than I could have ever expected. The source of this voice is clearly the Colossus's vocal mechanism, but the wavelength matches that of a human voice. In other words, the Colossus is speaking a human language. HQ has requested that the results of the analysis be classified for the time being. Now, I understand why. I was as shocked as anyone would be considering the circumstances. Nothing good can come from disclosing this kind of information. Now that Ingris's location has been revealed, it's likely that we'll see more Colossi emerge from the Abyss in the future. If that's the case, I'd like you to intercept them. You should be able to gather more voice data through intercept battles against Colossi from the Abyss. I'm going to do some research into why this is happening.
Keep it short. Behind the situation,